Kamusta mga kaibigan sa Pilipinas at sa buong mundo? Mula Quezon City hanggang Dubai, Los Angeles hanggang Riyadh, welcome sa ating political deep dive na puno ng katotohanan, katatawanan at katapangan. Ngayon pag-usapan natin ang isang laban na nagpapainit sa social media at sa puso ng mga Pinoy, ang epic showdown between Vice President Sara Duterte and House Speaker Martin Romualdez. O teka, may nagsabi bang tambaloslos? Yes mga kababayan, it's the word that broke the internet. Pero ano nga ba ang tunay na laban dito? Is it personal, political, or puro pang-aasar lang? Kung ikaw ay kabataan na gustong-gusto ng mas malalim na chika, OFW na namimiss ang politika sa Pilipinas, itong video na ito ay para sa iyo. Kaya't i-ready ang popcorn, i-charge ang phone at i-hit ang like button na, no? Subscribe na rin para updated ka sa bawat political chismis at analyst natin. At para sa mga kababayan natin abroad, send us some super thanks to keep this channel going. Kahit nasa Sydney, Toronto o Jeddah ka pa. Ngayon, we're diving into a couple of minutes roller coaster ride. We will break down the Sara Martin feud from Sara's press cons to Martin's alleged power plays. Pero seryoso, we will analyze it with facts, humor at konting sari-saring storytelling para hindi ka mabore. We will talk policy, power, and why this matters to you, whether you are a student in Cebu or an OFW in Qatar. So i-like, i-share, at i-comment. Team Sara or Team Martin ka ba? Or maybe, team walang pake. Let's get started. Let's set the stage. Noong 2022, Sara Duterte at Bongbong Marcos, the unit team swept the elections. Landslide, mga kaibigan. Pero ngayon, 2025 na at parang telenovela na ang dating kanilang fallout. Sara resigned as Education Secretary, called Marcos incompetent, and even dropped the tambalos-los bomb on Martin Romualdez. Meanwhile, Martin's allies in Congress are pushing for Sara's impeachment. Ano ang nangyari sa unit team? Bakit galit na galit si Sara? At bakit parang laging may plot twist kapag politika ang usapan? Let's unpack this with a mix of katotohanan and katatawanan. Pero bago yan, hit that subscribe button at i-share sa mga kaibigan mo sa Hong Kong, Singapore o kahit saan. Let's rewind to 2022. Picture this, Sara Duterte, the tough-talking daughter of Rodrigo Duterte, joins forces with Bongbong Marcos. It's like Avengers, endgame ng Philippine politics. Two dynasties uniting for a common goal. Pero mga kaibigan, every superhero team has drama. Sara wanted the defense portfolio, but Marcos gave her education. Ouch! Then Marcos Romualdez, Marcos Casin and House Speaker started flexing his political muscles. Sara's confidential funds, scrutinized, her chief of staff detained, at biglang boom, no? Sara drops the tambalos-los insult, calling Martin out for alleged power grabbing. Parang script na ang probinsyano. Pero totoo to, So what's the real score? Sara claims Martin's out to destroy her 2028 presidential bid. No? Meron nga post sa X, no? Suggests Sara's anger stems from Martin's alleged ambition to run for president too. Pero let's be fair. Martin's camp says Sara just deflecting from her own controversies like the 125 million pesos confidential funds spent in 11 days. Both sides have points, Pero parang Game of Thrones, everyone's playing dirty. For the youth, this is a lesson. Politics isn't just about votes, it's about power and survival. Okay, let's lighten up. Kung si Martin ay tambalos-los, sino si Sara? Sino si Sara? Wonder Woman ng Davao? Pero seryoso mga kababayan, this feud is more than chismis. It's about who controls the narrative heading to 2028. Kaya't i-comment mo, ano ang mas nakakabaliw, Sara's press cons or Martin's alleged schemes? At para sa mga OFW natin sa Dubai at Toronto, send us a super thanks to keep those deep dives coming. Let's talk Sara Duterte, or as she loves to say, Inday Sara, born in Davao, daughter of Rodrigo. She's no stranger to controversy. Back in 2011, she punched a court official. Yep, that's our vice president. Fast forward to 2022, she became the youngest VP in history, promising to serve with tibay ng puso. Pero her tenure as Education Secretary, mixed reviews. She pushed for teachers' welfare and tech in education, but critics says her leadership lacked focus. At ang 125 million pesos confidential funds spent in 11 days, Sara says it's for national security, but Congress led by Martin wasn't buying it. So let's get intellectual. Sara's education policies aim to modernize schools and support OFW kids abroad. No? Sara, she visited Brunei and South Korea to push global education standards. Pero here's the catch. Her 500 million pesos confidential fund request for 2024 was slashed by Martin's house. Was it fair scrutiny or political sabotage? For OFWs, this matters. Your kids' education depends on DepEd's budget. Sara supporters says she's fighting for the youth. Detractors call her reckless. Ano sa tingin mo? Kung may PBB ang politika, si Sara ang housemate na laging nasa eviction night. Pero seryoso, her fiery style resonates with the youth and OFWs who want a fighter, not a diplomat. Kaya i-share mo itong video na ito sa mga kaibigan mo sa Singapore, Japan, at Australia. At don't forget, like and subscribe para updated ka sa next chismis. Now, let's zoom in on Martin Romualdez, House Speaker, Marcos Kasing, and Sara's favorite punching bag. No? Martin's been in politics forever, but his rise as a speaker made him a kingmaker. Pero teka, may chismis na gusto rin daw niyang maging presidente. Sara even alleged he bribed Supreme Court justices. Pero here's Martin's side. He's pushing Marcos' legislative agenda like economic reforms and West Philippine Sea defense. So is he a patriot or a tambalos-los out for power? Let's talk policy. Martin's House passed the 2024 budget prioritizing defense against China's incursions. Sounds noble, right? Our critic says he's using his power to silence that dissent, like Sara's confidential funds probe. For OFWs, this is crucial. A strong West Philippine Sea stance protects our fishermen and your remittances. But is Martin's leadership transparent, or is he just Marcos' puppet? Let's be real. In Philippine politics, family ties are thicker than policy papers. Okay. Kung si Sara ay Wonder Woman, si Martin ba ay Thanos ng Congress? Pero seryoso, his moves affect every Pinoy from Manila to Abu Dhabi. Kaya't i-comment, Team Martin o Team Sara. At para sa mga kababayan natin sa Italy at Canada, send a super thanks please to keep this channel alive. Let's zoom out. The Sara-Martin feud isn't just personal. It's dynastic. The Marcoses and Duterte's once allies are now at war. Sara's impeachment filed in February 2025 accuses her of corruption and assassination threats. Pero here's the twist. Her father, Rodrigo, was arrested by the ICC for his drug war. Is this Marcos' revenge? Or is Sara defiance a rally cry for her 2028 presidential bid? For the youth and OFWs, this is your future at stake. Let's get global. The Marcos Duterte reef affects foreign policy. Marcos pivoted to the US while the Dutertes leaned toward China. No? For OFWs in the Middle East, this means stability in remittances. If Marcos strengthens ties with the West, but Sara's popularity in Davao and among OFWs shows she's no pushover. The impeachment needs a 2/3 Senate vote to convict her. And with Amy Marcos siding with the Dutertes, it's a long shot. So who's winning? You decide. Kung politika ang Squid Game, sino ang last standing? Pero seryoso this feud shapes our nation. Kaya i-share mo itong video na ito sa mga kaibigan mo sa Hong Kong, Saudi Arabia at New Zealand. Hit subscribe button and turn on notifications para sa next episode ng Philippine Political Telenovela. So ano ang natutunan natin? Sara Duterte, fighter po yan, love her or hate her. She's got the tibay ng puso that resonates with the youth and OFWs. Martin Romualdez, a strategic player, but his alleged power moves make him a target. The Marcos Duterte feud is more than chismis. It's about power, dynasties, and the 2028 elections. For kababayan sa abroad, this affects your remittances, your kids' educations, and our nation's future. Kaya mga kaibigan, i-like, i-comment at i-share itong video na ito. Tell us, Team Sara, Team Martin, or Team Basta Matino? Subscribe now para sa mas maraming political deep dives at para sa mga OFW natin dyan sa Los Angeles, Dubai, or Sydney. Send a super thanks please to keep us going. Your support means the world kahit nasan ka man, Canada, Japan o Davao City. Sa huli, politics is about you. The youth dreaming big, the OFWs working hard. Let's stay informed, stay critical, and keep laughing through the drama. Salamat sa panonood mga kababayan. Hanggang sa susunod, keep fighting for a better Philippines. Magkita-kita tayo ulit mula Manila hanggang Milan.